Take a look at what security guards at a Twin Cities store had to put up with on Black Friday. You can see on this security video at the Burlington Coat Factory in Blaine. It shows employees running to stop two people when one of the suspects turns around and sprays that worker with mace. The employee falls to the ground, and as coworkers rush in to help, the suspects have the nerve to walk back into the store and gather all of the bags of merchandise that they were stealing. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. We're just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. We should find out today who UND's next president will be. The North Dakota Higher Ed Board plans to make the announcement at its meeting in Grand Forks. The finalists are Andrew Armacost, Lori Stenberg-Nichols, and David Rosowski. They'll be interviewed by board members this morning, and a decision on who will take over is expected this afternoon. Here's another reminder to give snowplows some extra room on the roads. Two drivers were hurt last night when a plow and a semi collided on I-94 in Todd County, Minnesota. The State Patrol says the plow driver was pulling off the right shoulder to cross the highway when his rig was hit by a semi. Neither driver was seriously hurt. Duluth's trademark area lift bridge is stuck and unable to operate after last weekend's major winter storm dumped more than 20 inches of snow on the city. The city says the bridge isn't broken, it's just overweight because of all of the ice buildup. De-icing operations are scheduled to begin today. We'd like to do a little de-icing here as well. I don't know how much luck we'll have. Let's get a check of our forecast with Lisa.
Well, we're not going to warm up a ton, but we'll see some places get above freezing. That may help to melt some of those icy patches out there. You might have to work at it a little bit too today. And it's not happening until this afternoon. We do have that sunrise starting up for us this morning off to the east. And generally, we'll get to enjoy some good sunshine today too. So that, the sun combined with a little bit of warming, may help things along. The snowpack's not going anywhere, but some of those icy spots on the sidewalks and parking lots that might help out a little bit. Temperatures are into the teens and 20s in most areas. It's 18 degrees in Fargo, 27 in Grand Forks. We're 32 in Sisseton. That's the warm spot, and only 10 in Foston right now. But our eastern viewing area yesterday was below zero, so this is a big improvement on that, and we'll just build off of this as we head through the day today. The wind not too strong just yet, generally out of the southwest or west. We'll see those gusts pick up this afternoon, and visibility looking great, so we're not talking necessarily about that freezing fog like we were dealing with yesterday. Of course, that doesn't mean, or that means we won't see that pretty frost we had, but I think we'll take it, making things a little bit safer here this morning, though we're just going to keep an eye on Foston and Detroit Lakes. We're down to 7 miles visibility there, so there might be some areas where we just have a little bit of freezing fog or maybe even a little bit of drizzle or flurry activity. You can see there are some flecks showing up here on the radar map, but overall it's quiet and we'll get to see some sun here. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour planner today. Again, looking at some good conditions for early December standards. Temperatures in the 20s to some low 30s by lunchtime. We build off of that into the afternoon. We'll see some of us again, especially southeastern North Dakota, rising above the freezing mark by a degree or a few degrees. And then off to the east, upper 20s for you. Again, breezy though. We'll see those gusts getting into the 20s to about 30 miles per hour this afternoon and evening. That will actually help to keep our temperatures from dropping too much for tonight. Here's a look at the rest of the week. Still looking nice and quiet, helping us to continue the cleanup process from the weekend snowstorm. Saturday, we're warming back to about 30 degrees, and then Sunday we'll see our next chance for some snow and colder air moving in behind it. And now for a look at traffic, here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's traffic on.
Thank you, Lisa, and good morning, Red River Valley. As you can see by my windshield, some spots are looking pretty sloppy this morning. Every time I get onto the interstates, my windshield gets dirty, and of course the washer fluid doesn't like to cooperate when it's this cold, so we're just going to deal with it for right now. Anyway, we're finishing up our morning on I-94. We're heading eastbound toward Minnesota. Now, like I said, some areas, such as the interstates, are just a little bit sloppier this morning. A lot of the snow has melted, which is causing a lot of dirty snow and water to get kicked up into the windshield. That's kind of affecting visibility, but that's really the only factor on the interstates. There are some slick spots, but those are mainly focused around exits to and from the interstates. So those those are going to be areas to watch out for. When it comes to the side roads, there hasn't been a lot of change since yesterday. Some areas close to the interstates have had enough vehicles on them where they're also starting to see some melt, but overall, they're still quite slick. Make sure to give yourself a lot of room around the vehicles around you and plenty of room to brake. What day is today? It is Taco Tuesday, so Olay the day at Taco John's. For your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
A North Dakota company has been awarded a contract to help build a border wall in Yuma, Arizona. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers awarded a contract to Fisher Sand and Gravel of Dickinson. Fisher will receive nearly $270 million of a $400 million contract. U.S. Senator Kevin Cramer says the contract will go toward designing and building physical barriers along about 31 miles of the southern border in Yuma. President Donald Trump made building a U.S.-Mexico border wall a priority during his 2016 campaign. Fargo police are looking for the driver who they say tried running someone over. It happened last week at the FM Visitors Bureau after the driver rear-ended the victim's car. Police say the man got out of his vehicle and yelled at the victim, then returned to his car, circled the parking lot, and hit the victim, who was standing outside of their car, calling police. The driver is described as a large white man who was balding. He was driving a blue or black Ford SUV with North Dakota plates. A South Fargo woman has a warning for you after she says a man tried to get into her home by pretending to be a repairman. She says it happened around 9:30 Sunday night in the Osgood Townhouse complex. The woman says a man came to her door insisting that he had to fix her broken heater. The only problem? Her heat was working just fine. She says the man eventually left, and when she called her landlord, sure enough, there was no call for a repairman to come to her home. Former President Jimmy Carter is back in the hospital for a urinary tract infection. He was just released last week after surgery to relieve pressure on his brain, which was caused by bleeding from recent falls. A spokeswoman for Carter says he's feeling better and looking forward to going home. There's no let-up in the near future for Fargo City crews trying to clear streets of snow after last weekend's storm. Plows have made it to every street at least once, but crews face some challenges. Public Works Supervisor Lee Anderson says 25 people worked every day and every night, but it wasn't enough because the department is short-staffed. Anderson says when it came to budget time, the Public Works Department asked for 7 new workers, but only got 2.
We worked around the clock starting Thursday night at 11 p.m. and we've been 24 hours around the clock since then, and we will continue to be until we make room for the next storm.
And there could be new rules coming about parked cars on city streets before snowstorms. KFGO News is reporting that the city of Fargo is working on a new snow emergency ordinance that would require all vehicles to be off the streets if more than 4 inches of snow is expected. People in an East Grand Forks mobile home park are upset that they have to drive 6 miles to pick up their mail. A notice is posted at North Star Terrace saying all mail was suspended November 21st because of complaints about tampering. Several people say they were told by the landlord that mail delivery will resume soon, but they weren't given an exact date. Postal Service officials tell us the mailboxes are not secure and will need to be repaired. They say mail delivery will resume once those repairs are done. Giving Tuesday was a simple idea created back in 2012 that encouraged people to do good. And this year you can get into the giving spirit as well. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live this morning to tell us how we can do it. Good morning, Abby.
Hi, good morning, Lisa. I'm here with Lexi Ostrich with the FM Area Foundation, and you're bringing back for the second year something that's really cool for people on this Giving Tuesday, the Caring Catalog. Yep. What exactly is that?
It's essentially a crowdfunding platform for nonprofit organizations. So think GoFundMe, but for nonprofits. And so this year we have 87 charities participating that have submitted little projects and programs that need support this holiday season. 100% of every donation goes directly to charity. We'll take care of the credit card fees. And on Giving Tuesday, we're just hoping to, connect lots of people and with nonprofits.
And so why do you think the caring catalog is so important to have here in this area, especially on Giving Tuesday?
Yeah, it's all about thinking about giving back to the community. We've had Thanksgiving, we've had Cyber Monday, Black Friday, all of those things. Now it's really it's time to think about, the charities. And we have such a robust nonprofit sector in our community that, they are doing such incredible work. And so it's just kind of the time to support them.
And I know too, here at the FM Area Foundation, you're doing something kind of fun to get people to learn more about the caring catalog. What's going to be going on here in just a couple hours?
Yeah, we are having a little holiday open house from about 8 to 11. Our office is 409 7th Street South, downtown Fargo. But we are just having a little holiday open house. We've got giveaways, we've got some incentive dollars, some extra golden tickets, and ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yes,
Wear your ugliest sweater you can, and there just might be $500 to a local charity of your choice. We've got ugly Christmas sweater cookies, but just kind of a fun holiday open house. Come and kind of kick off Giving Tuesday with us.
And you can browse through the caring catalog when you stop here for that open house, or you can go online. We have that up on our hot button on valleynewslive.com. But we're actually doing a big giveaway. The charity that I draw, you're giving them $1,000 to kick off Giving Tuesday. So let's see who the lucky winner is.
Yes.
It's the Lakes and Prairies Community Action Partnership. You're the winner! So that's going to be so much fun. But like I said, if you want to give today, Giving Tuesday, just head to our website and click on that hot button.
We make it easy to do, and it feels good. Thank you, Abby. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Here's today's question. There's a 30% chance that this is going to happen to you over the holiday season. We talk about it all the time. The answer, someone will steal a package off your front porch. So have it delivered to your work instead of home.
Those chances.
That's a pretty high percentage, isn't it? Maybe they can't get in through the snow, all those porch pirates.
There we go. And chances are low that we'll see any precipitation today.
Good.
A lot lower on that. We're looking at sunshine, temperatures into the low 30s coming up this afternoon, and a little wind, but all in all, a pretty decent early December day.
Remember, the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now for more live up-to-the-minute news and weather on the Fargo